The National Weather Service in the Twin Cities has issued a flash flood warning for a dam break on the Blue Earth River below Rapidan Dam in central Blue Earth County until 4:30 p.m. At 10:34 a.m., dam operators reported the river has eroded earth around the dam and is uncontrolled. Flooding is occurring along the Blue Earth. If you are in low-lying areas below the Rapidan Dam, you should move to higher ground immediately. Repeating, a flash flood warning has been issued until 4:30 p.m. for the following county: Blue Earth, Minnesota.
Currently, I am near Rapidan, Minnesota, just a few miles away from Mankato in Blue Earth County. I'm at the site of the Rapidan Dam and the former County Road 9 bridge. About a year and a half ago, on I believe it was June 24th of 2024, the Rapidan Dam, which is right over here somewhere, it's right there. I can't really see my screen that well. The Rapidan Dam had a partial failure. The earth around the dam eroded due to significant flooding from very heavy rains that we had here in southern Minnesota over the previous couple of days, and ended up resulting in the dam partially collapsing. The northern or the western earthen flank of the dam, I forget what direction it is. I didn't have much of a script prepared for this. I just showed up here to do a regular check-in and saw that this bridge was taken down, and last minute decided to make a little video. So excuse the crudeness behind the video and the script being kind of lacking, but I wanted to make something on the spot here. So I believe it was the northern or the western earthen flank of the dam ended up eroding away and collapsing, which released a whole surge of floodwater into the Blue Earth River downstream, causing flooding in Mankato, in St. Peter, along areas near Rapidan, between Rapidan and Mankato, all sorts of catastrophic flooding. It's been over a year since then, and as you can see, the County Road 9 bridge has finally been demolished. This was the bridge that stood just about 100 feet upstream of the dam. From here, I believe, yeah, from here you can see the dam pretty clearly. It's right there. The Rapidan Dam was built in, I believe, 1904 initially. It has been somewhat problematic in the history of Blue Earth County. They've had a couple of renovations have had to be performed on the dam throughout its life, and then in last year, 2024 June, there was the catastrophic failure that resulted in the end of the road for this dam. Due to the flooding that resulted, the catastrophic flooding ended up actually eroding away, even though this bridge is a couple hundred feet upstream of the dam itself. It eroded, so much water was flowing through, so much more than normally would flow through at a given time, that the supports of the bridge that used to stand here, that used to connect where I am standing to right over there, the County Road 9 bridge, ended up being eroded away so greatly that actually the rebar that was designed to be well beneath the ground level, just as a underground support, was well above ground and was easily visible to passerbys or anyone walking by. So the soundness of the County Road 9 bridge was incredibly compromised, which ended up resulting in the decision to demolish it, which has finally been done. I don't know exactly when this happened. I just came by for a check-in, noticed it, as I was saying a minute ago. Over here, you can see the area that used to be where the dam store was. There used to be a playground right on here. There was a parking lot somewhere in here. I don't even know. Everything's been demolished. I don't even recognize it anymore. It's honestly quite sad, but there was a playground I couldn't even tell you where. Somewhere over here. It might have been this concrete slab right here. That might have been something else. I have no idea. There was a playground. There was a home that was half of a home and half was a store, the dam store. And as you can see, a cliff was eroded away, was formed, caused by erosion due to the water flowing through. That ended up leading to the structure collapsing into the Blue Earth River and flowing downstream. I don't know any other details about downstream, how they retrieved it or if they even did, but yeah, this event stands as, you know, a year and a half later, still being in the condition that it's in over here. This stands as a pretty solemn reminder for just the sheer awesome power of moving water. And it shows why, you know, dams have their drawbacks. Obviously there are many dams out there that are very well kept, but this one was somewhat not in the greatest condition. It was known for being problematic. So yeah, I have read previously that Blue Earth County voted to demolish the dam. That was a while ago. The dam is still here. I don't know when that is going to happen, but at some point soon, eventually, I do believe they will be demolishing this dam. I've read that they will be turning this into a rapids so that to account for the elevation change in the upstream part of the river to the downstream, instead of just having a waterfall or having to rebuild the dam, which would be incredibly expensive to do. They have decided, apparently, allegedly, to demolish the dam and build a rapids in place of it, which would gradually work its way downstream. It brings up its own issues in pollution from the sediment and the rocks that have laid at the bottom of the Blue Earth River at this specific site for so long, that would suddenly be all catapulted downstream by the sudden opening of the waterway. However, it is something that I believe has been determined to be less of a significant impact than tearing the dam down and then rebuilding a new one and starting from scratch. So we will see what happens. For now, it's kind of a lot of question marks. You know, we don't really know what's going to happen. But for now, that's what we know.